Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video, I want to talk about silver demand and what the Silver Institute has projected for 2022. But before I get to that, I just want to quickly touch on something that has been my favorite purchase. It's not silver, this is just a little bit of tangent. It's called a vertical mouse. Now this isn't paid promotion or anything like that. I'm not even going to leave a link. Just type in and search vertical mouse, you'll find it. It's one of the best things I ever bought. It's like a regular mouse, you know what I mean? It's got the right click, left click wheel, but it's vertical, you know what I mean? So your hand is going back and forth. It's more ergonomic. It's great. It feels awesome. It's one of the best purchases I've ever had. So that's just a little tangent, and I'll get back into the topic at hand, which is silver demand. And like I said, this came from the Silver Institute, and they did project a record high for silver demand in 2022. So yeah, I wasted some of your time with talking about that vertical mouse. Again, best purchase I ever made in my life. So I'm not going to ramble on any more in the intro here, and I'm just going to jump right onto the computer to show you this report from the Silver Institute. Okay, so this article is from the Silver Institute. I got it from the Institute. And then going down here, it says global silver demand forecast to reach a record 1.112 billion ounces in 2022. So getting into the first paragraph here, blah, 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 skipping first paragraph because it's the title. The increase will be driven by record silver industrial fabrication, which is forecasted to improve by 5% as silver's use expands in both traditional and critical green technologies. Then getting into my space here with the physical silver investment demand, consisting of the silver bars and bullion coins, is projected to jump 13% in 2022, achieving a 7-year high. And silver's use in jewelry and silverware is also expected to strengthen in 2022 by 11% and 21% respectively. And then going down here, it actually says for the total, it went 5% for the industrial and up 13, all that. It's up 8% in total. It is going to be that 1.112 billion ounces. And it says silver industrial offtake, accounting for more than half of total silver demand, is projected to strengthen further, establishing a new record in 2022. And another thing they're saying was a lot of the green initiatives that they're talking about, and a lot of it is the solar panels is what you're going to be seeing silver's use in a lot. It says the outlook for silver's use in photovoltaic PV industry remains bright. Government commitments to carbon neutrality have resulted in a rapid expansion of green energy projects. So yes, the record PV installations this year will be a contributing factor to the all-time high that's expected in 2022. And even though, that worldwide chip shortage, we've been experiencing it, I haven't really heard too much about it lately in the news. I mean, it could still be going on. It's just the news that I've been seeing, I haven't really been hearing it talked about. Let me know in the comments if you know more about the chip shortage and where it's at, if we're at the end of it and things are going to get back to normal. It's just I really haven't heard too much info or any news updating on the chip shortage, if it's been solved, if we're back to normal, or what's going on. It's kind of been under my radar. But it says here that the outlook for silver demand in automotive and 5G related applications remains robust this year. And like I said, with us, like with the physical investing, it's not the biggest slice of the pie. Same with jewelry, it's not the biggest slice, but it does look like it's going to be receiving, the projection is that it's going to strengthen by 11%. It says India remains the driving force, assisted by improving consumer sentiment. Not to be outdone, silverware fabrication is forecasted, like I said, is at 21% this year. And again, India will account for the bulk of the increase of silverware in line with jewelry. And with demand, obviously, you got to touch on supply. So silver supply and market deficit says total global silver supply is projected to rise by 7% to 1.092 billion ounces in 2022. The main contributor is silver mine production, which is forecasted to grow 7% to a 6-year high. It said this will be driven by higher output from primary silver mines, particularly from several large existing operations supported by large new projects coming online. And that's a thing, like when I first got into stacking, I didn't really know when they were talking about, mined silver and all that stuff. I didn't know that the majority of silver that's mined is as a byproduct. Not a lot of it is primary. Not a lot of the mines are primary silver mines. A lot of what the silver that is mined is actually as a byproduct of gold or copper or other metals being mined, and it's just a byproduct of that. Says the increase in silver recycling should be more modest in 2022, with volumes likely to advance by 3%, with the rise entirely due to higher industrial recycling. Then it gets in here a little bit about silver physical investment and exchange traded products and price. So for silver physical investment should enjoy double-digit gains in 2022 to hit a 7-year high. As the year advances, ongoing macroeconomic uncertainties and elevated inflationary pressure should encourage retail investors to seek physical silver for wealth preservation. Accordingly, profit taking is likely to remain muted. Physical silver investment in India is also expected to strengthen on the back of improving economic conditions and positive price expectations. So I will leave a link in the description if you want to read on about the silver ETPs here. I just wanted to touch on the demand and some of the physical investment here. So if you do want to read through the entire article, the link will be there. But I did touch on most of what I wanted to talk about from this article that is from the Institute. And it seems like India is going to be a big driving force in a lot of the sectors for silver this year. They even said it was the jewelry and silverware is they're going to be the major forces pushing those 11 and 22% increases, as well as the physical investing. But again, that's what I want to touch on in this article. I did leave out a little bit at the end, and if you do want to read through the entire thing, the link will be in the description. So yes, that was the article that I want to talk about. As you can see, it does look like all sectors of silver, being the industrial, the physical side for us stackers, jewelry, and what were some of the other ones there? Jewelry is silverware, and everything is up across the board. And factoring in everything, it looks like it's going to be an 8% high. Not so much with the overall industrial. They said it was only going to be a 5% increase, but then you factor in the 13% for the physical investing, and then the 11% and 22% for jewelry and silverware. It all averaged out to a total of 8% increase. But let me know what you guys think. I know I have been talking with a lot of you that it doesn't seem like you're going to be contributing to the that 13% rise in the physical silver sale, because I have heard a lot of people saying that they are completely off of silver for a while. Again, most likely probably dealing with those premiums. And I have heard a lot of people just saying that they are moving more and more towards that fractional gold. Yeah, I'd like to hear from you if you are looking at continuing to pick up silver the same way that you always have, or if you're looking at picking up more silver in 2022. I'd like to hear from you. Either way, if you're completely off silver or if you're 100% on silver, I'd like to hear from both of you. But anyways, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.